Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to read about a safe place. A refuge is a safe place, a place to take shelter when storms come your way. I, Jesus, am your refuge. Storms aren't just rain, thunder, and lightning. They aren't just wind or rain or hail or snow. They can also be worries and doubts, unkind words, problems at school, or troubles with parents or friends. No matter what storm you're facing, I will be your safe place, your refuge. When worries and doubts creep into your thoughts, don't turn to the TV, the computer, the cell phone, or your favorite food. Turn to me. Think about me and my promises to always be with you and take care of you. When you choose to think about me instead of your worries, you will find your shelter in my presence. But it won't happen all by itself. You have to choose me over your worries. When you do, your worries won't seem so worrisome anymore. There is joy for those who take refuge in me. Be merciful to me, God. Be merciful to me, because I come to you for protection. I will come to you as a bird comes for protection under its mother's wings until the trouble has passed. Taste and see that the Lord is good, the joys of those who take refuge in him. So, boys and girls, as we go about our day, all of our days, we should always remember to just keep praying and looking to Jesus for comfort and for safety. He's always with us. He'll never leave us. And I'm going to go right into our next chapter of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I have a little treat here on the chair, and that is why my dog is sitting so nicely. And she's staring at the treat, just waiting for me to give it to her. Let's see how long she lasts. So chapter 7 is Charlie's birthday. And you remember that Charlie gets something every year for his birthday. He gets a chocolate bar. And of course, this year, he's hoping that there will be something special in the chocolate bar. A golden ticket. Let's find out. Happy birthday, cried the 4 old grandparents as Charlie came into their room early the next morning. Charlie smiled nervously and sat down on the edge of the bed. There she goes. He was holding his present, his only present, very carefully in his 2 hands. Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge-a-Mellow Delight, it said on the wrapper. The 4 old people, 2 at either end of the bed, propped themselves up on their pillows and stared with anxious eyes at the candy bar in Charlie's hands. Mr. and Mrs. Bucket came in and stood at the foot of the bed, watching Charlie. The room became silent. Everybody was waiting now for Charlie to start opening his present. Charlie looked down at the candy bar. He ran his fingers back and forth along the length of it, and the shiny paper wrapper made crackling noises in the quiet room. Then Mrs. Bucket said gently, "You mustn't be too disappointed, my darling, if you don't find what you're looking for underneath the wrapper. You can't expect to be as lucky as all that." "She's quite right," said Mr. Bucket. Charlie didn't say anything. "After all," said Grandma Josephine, "in the whole wide world there are only 3 tickets left to be found. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. The thing to remember is that whatever happens, you'll still have a bar of candy." "Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge-a-Mellow Delight," cried Grandpa George. "The best of them all. You're going to love it." "I know," said Charlie. "Forget about the golden ticket and just enjoy the candy," said Grandpa Joe. "Just do that." They all knew it was ridiculous to expect this one poor little candy bar to have a magic ticket inside of it. And they were trying as gently as they could to prepare Charlie for disappointment. But there was always that one small hope. The chance was there. This candy bar had as much chance as any other as having the golden ticket. So all the grandparents and the parents were just as tense and excited as Charlie was. "Open it up, or you'll be late for school," said Grandpa Joe. "Get it over with," said Grandpa George. "Open it, my dear," said Grandma Georgina. "You're making me jumpy." Very slowly, Charlie's fingers began to tear open one small corner of the wrapping paper. All the old people leaned forward, craning their necks. Suddenly, as though he couldn't bear the suspense, Charlie tore the wrapper right down the middle, and in his lap fell a light brown, creamy-colored chocolate candy bar, but no golden ticket. "Well, that's that," said Grandpa Joe, "just as we expected." Charlie looked up. 4 kind faces were watching him. He smiled at them, a sad, small smile, and he shrugged his shoulders, picked up the candy bar, held it out to his mother, and said, "Here, have a bit. We'll share it. I want everyone to taste it." "Certainly not," his mother said, and the others cried, "No, we wouldn't dream of it. It's all yours." No one would even take a bite. "It's time to go to school, darling," said Mrs. Bucket. "Come on, or you'll be late." Pluma! Chapter 8 is 2 more golden tickets found, which would bring the total up to 4, which would mean there's only 1 golden ticket left. We'll have to find out if Charlie gets it. All right, boys and girls, have a great day. Say bye, Pluma.